Hello, this is Keith with Evening Shadows Tarot.com. If you would like to see my website, there is a link below this video. You can just click on it and go visit. It tells a little bit about my where I've come from and a little bit of my history, how I got into reading cards. I've only been online for about 6 weeks, and I've already made, I believe it's 81 videos, and I tried to do lots of these. The thing that I found seems to be popular is, do you claim this video? And so I'm going to do another one. We're going to have the sound of thunder and rain and chimes, and I don't know where this will lead us. The cards have been shuffled, and then I go down several cards so they get a double shuffling, and I don't take the cards in order. I don't just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I take them, and then each time I pick a different. They're in between cards. In other words, you get another shuffling. The first one is the Queen of Pentacles. This has to do with money, and she understands, and I think she's telling about the economy right now, to be careful. You know, she only has one coin. She's saying don't overspend. Okay? The next one shows a man, and this is number 4, and it's a Pentacles, and you'll notice that he has a foot on one pentacle and a foot on another pentacle, and he's got both arms around this pentacle, and then he has one in his hat, tucked in his hat, and he's saying, be careful with your money, wherever you are. Don't overspend right now. This one is a happy family, a happy home. You'll see the sun is coming down. It's a beautiful day. Then the flowers, making the flowers bloom. There is a flag, and it's being blown in the wind. A little boy riding a horse, and he's happy. So this is a very good day. So I think they're telling you, watch your money, try to have good days instead of waking up worried. This is a very good card, and I like to get this card. This has to do with a star, and the angel has come down, and she's dipping water out of the lake, but she's making a small pool right here. And in that pool, she's making just for you. And the star means that you're going to get something that you hadn't expected. You're going to get a gift of some kind. It could be a gift of friendship from someone. It could be an actual gift. We don't know what, but the star is a good one to have. The next one is the 4 of Swords, and this says, take time out and think. I have a friend that is a Mormon, and he said that they try to not just go wild spending, he and his wife. He said, what we do is we think about what we want, and we get it out. We may go on, let's say Amazon, and look at it. Oh yeah, that's really great. But we don't order it then. We may look at it every day. And he says after 2 weeks you usually decide you don't want that, you didn't need it. And now that was his method of kind of controlling overspending. And it seemed to work for him. The next one is don't go wild buying things. And I have a feeling this deals with Christmas. And you have all these vases, 7 vases, and each one have a different gift in them. And so you have a lot of choices. Don't go just wild. You might want to cut back. My parents always bought, I got one gift at Christmas, and I had friends that maybe there were 3 or 4 in the family, and they each got 3 or 4 different gifts. And I said, why don't I get that? And they said, well, you're an only child, and we don't want you spoiled. I think they were just tight. I think that was it. I don't think it was anything to do with me being spoiled. They just didn't want to spend that money on toys. The next one is you're going to be offered something. This is a cup, and you notice that there's a cup here and a cup here, and then there are 3 cups here, and then there's a 4th one, and a cloud is flying by, And he's not even paying attention to this. And if you're going to get an offer for something, an offer maybe some way to make some extra money. My neighbors have just had a garage sale, and it appeared to be very successful. There were cars, they are across the street from me, and there were cars parked in all along my front curb, and then down, and so I have a friend that came over. I don't get out of the house much, and I said, what in the world are all those cars up there? And he said, the neighbors are having a garage sale, and it must be a good one. And you know, that's a good idea, to have a garage sale maybe, and to get money enough to buy your Christmas. Wouldn't that be something? The next one is Queen of Wands, and the Queen listens and to both sides of what you're needing. Okay? This is getting us on a budget. What's this doing? Working towards. Let's see what this next one is. This one is a man, and he's taken a second job, and he's making things that will bring in these dollars. So he is probably preparing for Christmas also, which, you know, it's not too early to start, is it? Let's see. Let's go down to okay, this is the High Priestess, and she is what I was taught to think of her as a feminine Pope. That's the kind of power she has. Now, I know the Pope is always a man, but it said think of her as having the same powers, and of course you don't have to be Catholic to believe that. You just think of her as a religious leader, and being feminine. She's going to have a little different outlook on things, and see things a little different, which I think we maybe sometimes need someone to think a little differently. The next one is the Empress, and she is productive. She, you can tell that she can grow things. She is great at growing pot plants. She's great at growing crops, gardens, but she's very productive in many ways. She can do many things, and of course, women nowadays can raise gardens and do a better job than most men, and then they can go in and can that food. Very practical thing to do. We have one more card to bring up, and let's see what this has to tell us. This is, again, victory. This is Six of Wands, and it's showing that you're going to win at this game, and that you're going to take things seriously. Notice that the horse is clad in a beautiful blanket, and this represents victory. So let's go over and very quickly. The Queen of Pentacles says, guard your money, don't overspend. This man has the Four of Coins. He says the same thing. Hoard that money for a happy family. You'll be a happy family if you put some of this money back and save it. This one is from a gift that you're going to receive. Maybe you're going to get something for Christmas that you've been wanting. This one is take time out before you buy anything, even though there's plenty to pick from out there. And there are 7 different vases here, and they have different, or their cups, and they have different gifts in them. Don't go wild and buy a bunch of things. Try to concentrate on what the person needs, and if you exchange gifts, something that they can really use. The next one, you're going to be offered some kind of deal. And what I'm thinking about is perhaps you have a dining room suit that is just in the garage, an older one, and you think, well, we don't need that. We have one that we bought a few years ago, and that's all we need is one of them. You might sell that to make extra money. You're going to be offered some money or some kind of deal. Don't pass it up. Look at this. It could help you raise money. The next one is the Queen of Wands. She has patience. The man's taking another job. This is probably job number 2 in his life, and it may be number 3. And it could be a man or a woman could bring in extra money for Christmas. This is a way to figure out how to have a decent Christmas. And this is the Empress and the High Priestess, and she's going to bless this. She sees all things, and she's going to help you with it. This is the Empress, and she is productive and produces things. And this thing, you might grow a garden. I know that this is getting to be the fall, but come spring, you might think about that. Next is, we're all wanting victory. I hope this will help you. If you need a reading, a personal reading, go down below this video and click on my link, and there's, I think there may be 4 pages in my website, and one of those pages says shop, and it tells you how to get a reading. And I have my readings on sale right now for $19 each through Christmas, and we'll see how that goes. And that way it can save you money, and you can also get a good reading. I'll do it on a live background like this one. It'll probably be the one that I like the most. It's one where there are trees back here, stars. It's at night, and stars and clouds coming across, and it's reflecting in the water here, the lake, and you can see distant trees, and you'll see ferns floating along here. And I like to use that one. This one is a new one that I hadn't tried before. I thought it was really attractive, and I thought, well, I'm going to use that as my background, and I like the sound of rain. I live in the Texas Panhandle, and it seems that we never get quite enough rain. I used to live north of Amarillo, and every time I turned around, Amarillo was getting more rain. I've never seen anything like it. We would need rain so badly. Now that I live in Amarillo, up north gets rain, and we don't get any. I don't know what that tells us. I just can't seem to win on this rain, although I do love rain. So many places, though, right now are being flooded, and of course that's not very good. I don't want that kind of rain, but I wish we would get a little more than we're getting. So this sound is nice to me. I like to hear this. I hope I've helped you, and if this is yours, and it's how to get money for Christmas, if this is yours, you claim it as being your reading, and I hope it helps you. If you would like to join and subscribe and hit that little bell on there, I have a lot of videos. I've just been doing this about 6 weeks, slightly over 6 weeks, and I've already done 81 of them. So, and I intend to do more. And I'm trying to do interesting backgrounds, and some of them are games to play, but all of these are free, and none cost you anything. The only thing that will cost you anything is if you decide that you want a personal reading, and I'd certainly be glad to do that for you. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a good day, and thank you so much for watching.